Good evening. Are you interested in increasing your foot mileage in 2019 and joining other hikers across the country or possibly around the world in a collaboration? If so, have we got an event for you and you?
Welcome to Hike 365 Live. This evening, we're going to introduce a 365-mile hiking challenge that will take place during calendar year 2019. In the program, we're going to share details of how this challenge is going to work and how you can participate and why we would think of something so crazy to do.
We are Happy Trails Hiking, and I'm Kay, and this is Matt. And we cover a variety of content related to hiking and health here on our channel. But on this show, we're going to focus on a topic that inspired us to start YouTubing in the first place, hiking on our public lands. Let's take a look in the chat and see who we've got online, okay? Wow, it's great to see everybody in the chat room. I had people waiting, so that's really, really cool. Inspired John Boom is here, as well as Steph Outside. High five, dude, for being here. Cliff Riser is here. Awesome. And then Washington County News Station, Utah. Hello. Welcome. And Merry Christmas and Happy New Year to you, too. Big Crazy Outdoor Adventures. Hey, John, how's it going? Lori Bryant, good to see you. Chris Oconee, hello to the other John. It's good to see you, too. Gary from Life on the Trail is here. Panic D is here. Sean and maybe Marianne, possibly. Kurt Zitzelman. Kurt, it has been so long. I've been not seeing you. I know you're working weird hours. Marty's crew is here. And Steph Outside is still here. Armadillo Junction's here. Lovely Lisa Warrior Queen is here. And Food Forest Permaculture is here. Flash in your pan. Hey, guys. How's it going? Oh, my goodness. Josie Wales. Treasure Hunt Travelers. That's How I Roll. Budget Bushcraft. Oh, my goodness. They're all here.
Got a big crowd.
Huge room. Joey from My Slice of Heaven Outdoors. And Jefferson Einstein. Mariana's listening. She's grading test papers. She's a biology teacher. So.
Sorry to hear you're grading.
Well, I got to get that done.
We know what that's like.
Yeah, exactly. All right, guys. So we have a whole bunch of stuff going on tonight, and we've got a whole list of topics. Matt has been just really working hard to get our agenda down for the day, and we've got a bunch of stuff to go over. So if we ignore the chat, please just type at Happy Trails Hiking for us, and we will get to your question, okay? Let's see. So yeah, try to stay on topic here as much as possible. And Yankee is here with a Yankee raid. Boom! Good to see you guys. Farmall Fanatic. Awesome. Thank you all for being here. Awesome. All right. So I'm turning it back over to you. Yes. Right. Wait, no, we're headed back to our roots. And you've got mine over there.
So some of you may recall that back in January, we started a live show called, what was it called? Oh,
Happy
Half Hour, which usually ended up being more like 45 minutes to an hour. And it usually involved the consumption of alcohol. So we were trying to decide whether or not to include that aspect into this program, but we figured live streaming would be better for all if we were at least somewhat intoxicated.
Oh, geez.
So we're going to go ahead and get started with that endeavor here this evening because it was fun. It was fun for all included.
That was mine.
So I'm opening a beer here, and this is Kay's beer, and she's going to tell you all about it.
Yankee, thank you for the raid, by the way. That's very nice of you, and we appreciate you all coming over. AOK is here, so Tack, we met Tack.
Oh yeah, okay.
She's here from AOK 4 Gene Adventures. I have a breakfast stout. Normally I'm on during like breakfast time, so breakfast stout from Founders, and it's a double chocolate coffee oatmeal stout. So it's like breakfast in a bottle. So and Joey's here from That's How I Roll, and Jefferson Einstein's here. And nice job choosing the intoxication path.
Yes, we chose wisely.
Says, hey, Ty Bullfrog, Uncle Al is here. That's cool. And That's How I Roll live stream with booze. Yeah, that's the way it used to be all the time. We used to play pool and drink. What do you have to drink, Matt?
All right.
Oh, yeah. And if you have anything that you are partaking in this evening, cheers and tell us what you're drinking on. So, just say no to what? Wait. What?
Oh, no, it's my T-shirt.
Oh, yeah.
So we need to show off the T-shirt.
Just say no. Yes.
There we go.
Just say no to light beer. I worked hard on that t-shirt design. I hope you all enjoy it. So I got a really dark one tonight. So that's pretty good, right? Good start to the challenge pack. Man, I should have picked up some beers, what Marty's crew says. And where are we located? That's how I roll. We are in St. Louis. And so, yeah, we're in the St. Louis area and just outside, actually, but that's okay. Tack and Brenda, yes, hello. Oh, my goodness. So many people. Cliff Reiser says his wife loves a breakfast stout. But what are you drinking?
So this evening I have chosen from New Belgium Brewing, the Voodoo Ranger Imperial IPA. And so in the spirit of just saying no to light beer, which if you want your very own light beer t-shirt, it is on Amazon merch, by the way. But this is a 9% IPA. And it's not for those who are uninitiated in the world of IPA. We'll just leave it at that.
Yeah, it's not good. Anyway, no, I like it. I like it a lot. No. How many calories are in that beer? About 200 budget. Thank you for asking. And
maybe 250.
250 something. Anyway, let's see. Washington County News Station, Utah is I'm doing a Pepsi right now. Well, that's good.
That's a good choice.
Good. We've got some Chardonnay from Treasure Hunt Travelers. Outdoor Adventures and Traveling is here. Life on the Trail. Gary's drinking a Dos Equis Amber.
Ooh.
Likes that one. Oh, Yinglings. Kurt Zutzman's
yep,
got Yingling. Don't forget to smash thumbs up. Thank you very much. Yeah, Die Bullfrog is down to 1 kidney, so he misses beer.
Ooh, yeah, okay. Take care of that.
My beer is embarrassing compared to that, Jefferson. Nah.
Hey, a good beer is a beer that you like. And if you don't like beer, that's okay too.
You drink what you drink. We're good. And Food Force Permaculture makes his own mead.
Well, that's very interesting.
Yes. Oh my gosh, Howie has so much. Oh my goodness, I just adore watching his live streams. All right, so let's get into this because we've got so much to talk about, and we've got 35 people watching, and I can't even imagine that many people in the room. So, for those of you who might be wondering where Healthy Trails 199 came from in the chat, if Matt happens to type anything, he's on that channel. Don't worry about subscribing to that channel. All of the stuff that's on that channel is now here, and here on Happy Trails Hiking. We came to our senses and decided to not
try to maintain 2 channels.
Not try to maintain 2 channels. All right. Said hello, stayed on topic, headed to our roots with the beer. All right. Last January, discussed drinks. Matt, can you let us know what we're doing tonight here?
Okay. So, all right, take a breather. It's okay. It's all right. So, I need to get the right place in my notes.
It's all right.
That's okay.
You're good.
So,
great.
We are thinking about, what are we thinking about?
We have a great show for you tonight.
Oh, that's right. Okay.
And our show's for
See, I'm a little rusty. I'm not used to this whole live stream thing.
That's all right. Our show for you tonight is brought to you by our Shopify store. And tell them about our Shopify store, Matt.
So the Shopify store has been compiled. We've only had it for about a month or so. Kay's worked real hard to get some things out there, and she's pruned some of the things that weren't so good. And we've started trying to make sure that the photography-based merchandise that we put out there is the best stuff we can come up with. So what you should be seeing now is a collage of photographs taken from Bryce Canyon. And if you've never been out in that area, it should be very obvious too by looking at these photos why it's called Red Rock Country. So you can get this particular image on a coffee cup for sure. Is that the only thing we have it on? Coffee
cup and a metal print. There are some other things that are available, and if you would like it on a bag or just in general prints, we can go ahead and do that. Just contact me, and either on Twitter or Facebook or any of the other ways that you can contact me, and then we'll manage to get you whatever you need, and I'll send you specs for things. Okay.
So if you like it, it makes a good gift. If you don't like it and you want to give it to someone you don't like, then that's okay too.
We appreciate it all.
It's all good. And if you don't want to buy it, then that's great. We're not going to say anything about it right now. We'll just move on to the reason that you're here, which is to talk about the 365-degree challenge.
What? Think
the 365 degrees.
Yeah, no, I don't want to be that
no.
warm. Backpacking with Jason just got here. Hi, Backpacking with Jason. It's good to see you. What are we talking about that?
So no, I get not 365 degrees, 365 miles.
365 miles.
So the formal name being the Hike 365 Challenge. So the background of this came about. Kay and I are always talking about our various social media platforms. We've got Happy Trails Hiking in like 50 zillion different platforms. And we've got a few other platforms as well. And so we've been thinking about what's the focus, what's our direction, why are we even doing this? And what we realized was that what we really care about first and foremost is we want to hike, we want to be outside, and we want to encourage you to do the same thing. And we want to, have some camaraderie with those people who are also interested in getting out and just going for a hike. Maybe it's a mile, maybe it's 13 miles, maybe you do overnight treks that, for weeks on end, whatever. We want to collaborate with you. So we said, let's come up with something that kind of helps focus all of our social media outlets. And that's hiking. So that's why we're here. So, we're also going to talk about health stuff too, because that's important. Obviously, we're going to talk about beer stuff too, even though that might perhaps conflict with a health thing a little bit. That's part of.
We got to be well-rounded.
Yeah, we're going to be well-rounded.
It's part of the happy and Happy Trails hiking.
Right, but we're going to put hiking back on the point of the spear.
Yeah.
So the other thing is that we should probably point out is that it's going to be a challenge, and it's going to be a year-long challenge. And that is actually quite a long time to sustain a challenge. I mean, a year, that's kind of unheard of, actually. But the reason that we chose the year is we want to avoid the non-believer syndrome. And that's a phrase that I started using a few years ago. So, if you have a gym membership, you'll notice that on January the 2nd, the gym is going to be slammed. And the reason is people are like, oh, I'm going to make my New Year's resolution and I'm going to get fit this year, or I'm going to, whatever their health resolution is that involves going to a gym, they're pumped in January. And in January, you can't get a bench, you can't get a treadmill, you can't get a locker. It's just insane. But then you get kind of like halfway through February and it kind of, it slacks off a little bit. And then by the time March rolls around, it's just like it was back in November. So I call that the kind of the non-believer syndrome. So what we're hoping for is that this can be something that's long-term in thinking and is also sustainable, because if you've never worked out before and you try to lift 5 times a week, you're gonna not like it at all.
It's not gonna be fun.
So, obviously 365 is the number of days in a year. And what that means is roughly 1 mile per day. So what we wanted was something that would be accessible to most fitness levels. If you're an avid hiker, you're not going to have a problem with this. If you don't walk all that often and maybe you're a little bit slightly out of shape, then I still think 1 mile per day on average is achievable, even if you start out with an average of less than that. So we want something that's reachable. We want something that's going to be more of a lifestyle type of a thing. And that's kind of what we had, as we had this conversation. That's kind of where we landed. Did I miss anything?
No, I think that, I think that we'd started out saying, oh, we're going to do 520. That would be 10 miles a week. And we're like,
yeah,
I don't know if we can do, just schedule wise, I don't know if we can do 10 miles a week.
That's formidable.
So we decided on one day, one mile a day. But you don't have to do it all at once. So that was cool. I do want to say hello to a few more people in the chat.
Okay, yeah, go back to the chat.
And then you can catch up with your stuff. Elf Lord's Journey. I know I have not said hello to you, but hello. Thank you for coming. It's awesome to see you. And River at Skippy's here, as well as Skinny G Panda. And Skinny G and I were talking about this today. About whether she thought it was going to be doable or not. And she's like, yeah, if we'd have been keeping track, 365 miles we've probably done that. And I would say we've probably done that, but we've never actually kept track of it. So that was fun. Guys, if I'm missing you, Budget Bushcraft says hike to Indiana. Yes, we have some mileages that we're going to talk about here in a little in a little bit. If you have questions about the challenge or anything, please put at Happy Trails Hiking. For instance, Panic D just did that. It might not be a question, but it says that's only 2,000 steps a day. Oh, really? Because it depends on your step length. Tell the story.
Oh, okay. Well, I'll tell the story, and then we should get back to the details of what's in the concept, because I haven't covered that yet.
And Marty Screw says it's already sounding awesome, and Armadillo Junction says sounds like a good challenge. And Big Crazy's raising the bar for 2020 already. We haven't even started, John.
Well, it's good to shoot for continual improvement. But you said, what would you say? Short-term memory.
We're supposed to tell the story.
Yeah, the story of what?
Yeah. Good morning. Yeah, 2,000 steps a day.
Oh yeah, steps.
There you
Okay.
go.
So I believe it was this summer. It might have been on the Rockies road trip.
Yeah.
We decided to do an experiment. It was one of the days we hiked. I don't remember which one, but we decided we were going to try to travel as close to the same distance between the two of us as possible. So, neither one of us went for a walk independently. When we went to the store, we stayed together. When we went on the trail, we were together, etc.
We got out of the tent together in the morning. Yeah. It was just everything was the same.
We got as close to humanly possible as two people walking the same distance in a given day. And we did at least 10 miles in that day. And we looked at our step counts. We both have the same brand of step counter. And my step count was roughly 75% of K's. Due to a difference in stride length. I'm a foot taller, so my stride tends to be a little bit longer. So that's, not exactly scientific, but it's pretty close. So that was just a side story. But we do need to get back to the details of the concept.
We got asked what your shirt says. Backpacking with Jason. I just typed it in the chat there. And if you're interested in those shirts, you can find them at happytrailshiking.com in our store. So that's fun. Oh, thank you very much for coming, Riverette Skippy. I appreciate it. And hello, Brian Forsyth. It's great to see you and welcome. We're so glad that you're here. Says he's a new subscriber. So that's really nice for him to be here.
Okay. All right. So concept outline. First of all,
here's the important part.
Oh yeah. Like we've already said, an average of 1 mile per day. Secondly, we would like for each hike, each outing that you take to be at least 50% new ground. And this is because we want you to get out in a variety of parks in your area. Wherever you are, at least in the U.S., to our knowledge, a lot of the places in the U.S. have a wide variety of public lands that are available. City parks, county parks, state parks, national parks, conservation areas, Bureau of Land Management. We want you to get out and see different things. And that's key because you can get in a routine and get stale. At one point in time, Kay and I were training for a half marathon, and we always found that if we were on a new route, we enjoyed our time outside better. Now, sometimes you just have to get your miles in, but for the ones that you count on this challenge, we really would like for, each time you go out to at least half of that walk to be someplace you haven't been for the challenge. In other words, miles you haven't counted.
Can we stop real quick?
Yeah, is there a question?
Armadillo Junction says that will be a challenge. You know, it will be, but we've found more city and county parks in the last year or two since we started looking for it. We didn't even know existed. So, once if you live in New York City or near New York City and you want to go walk in Central Park, well, cover half of it one week and cover half of it the next. It'll be fine. And so that's a great idea. People are saying, and then 50% new ground. Oh man, that's tough, but we'll do our best. Well, we've got a hike for you on the 29th, John. I'm looking forward to collaborating with you and Amy again. That's a great rule because we're planning a bunch of new hiking already. Yay. Great idea. It's good to find new trails. Good idea. Everybody's saying. So good. I'm glad you like the idea. It makes me happy.
All right, cool. So the next bullet point is that we would like for you to log your miles weekly. And we're trying to figure out how to record this. So the way that you record your miles is you figure out what they are. It's totally up to you. If you've got a GPS and you want to use that, great. If you're just going to look at the trail map and say, oh, it's a 4 mile hike, so I went 4 miles. Fine. Whatever you use to track your mileage, it doesn't matter. But what we would like to do is to have you submit your mileage in a weekly report. And so one of the things that we've learned over the years is we have to make it as super simple as possible.
Yes.
Because there's so many ways. Now, if I came up with a solution on my own, it'd be incredibly convoluted. So I'm not going to come up with that. Kay has decided, and I agree, that the best way to do this is a super simple Google form. Yep. So if you sign up for the challenge, you're going to get from her an invitation to fill out a very simple form. It's going to be something like, what's your name? How far did you go? And do you have a picture?
And well,
you know,
what
or
part?
Something like that.
So
oh, yeah.
What we'd like to do is put together an edited video like every week or every 2 weeks saying, you know, Matt and Kay from Happy Trails Hiking covered Klondike Park, and they did the Lake Loop Trail and a part of the Katy Trail in Katy Trail State Park this week. And they sent us in this clip from Katy Trail State Park. And then you could save that to Google Drive and then just send me the link to that Google Drive, and I could put it in that edited video, or we could show it here on the live stream. We're going to do a live stream every week.
Yeah, we're going to try to go with
day depending. Matt may have some work travel coming up. You just never know. But yeah, so probably Sundays or Mondays will be the nights for our live streams. And yes, New Collab agreed. Like that, so many new trails. Marty's crew says, weekly reports. It's like being at work. Sorry, Lori. It's short. You know, it's easy. I'm sorry.
The other thing is the reporting is optional. We just feel like it's helpful. You know, I'd like to show a little graph of kind of how we're all doing.
Well, and the neat thing is we've done some math about how far things are from each other. And then, and we'd like you to join in so that we can say, hey, by the end of January, our challengers have hiked across all of Missouri or whatever. Hey, Hike with Mike, it's good to see you. Thank you for coming. So, does social media stuff count? Can I post almost? She posts almost all of her hikes, Skinny G says. Yes, sure. That's fine. What I will want you to post it in the Google form though, so that we can keep track of who's done what and how much of our graphs we've got. Washington County News Station, Utah says, I walk 2 miles a day right now. That's awesome. And is it all in public lands? He said he or she is the one that said that they were close to Zion and Bryce Canyon.
Oh, so well, that must be right.
I know, right? Anyway, stopping by to say hello, Florida Pirate Adventures. Thank you for coming. Arizona Timeless Tourist is here as well. Thank you for coming. All right. So I'm going to post the Google form now. If you want to be in for the hiking challenge, I know some of you've got to go and we've been at it for now 22 minutes. So I don't want to take up any unnecessary time. We do have some more rules and stuff or some more criteria, but if you want to be in, here is the Google form to be in for the challenge for 2019. It does not start until January 1st. It does not start until January 1st. Hike with Mike says, I'm a tech moron. I have no idea what a Google form is. Mike, just click that link. Right click on it and it will take you to it'll open a new tab or whatever. And then I'll send it to you in an email. I have your email. But so click that and just fill out that form. And it's just questions, just like a quiz that you would take online at school. You're a history teacher. You can handle this. Big Crazy's in.
So just to recap, if you would like to join us in this challenge, go ahead and click that link that Happy Trails Hiking just posted. Should be simple, but in the event that it's not, then reach out to us and let us know. We will help you through it. We'll get you there. Okay, and then quick rundown one more time. Average of 1 mile per day. Try to make each hike at least 50% different ground. Try to make it in some sort of public land. We're going to do a weekly Hike 365 live show, and we would probably want to use some pictures from you or some videos from you. It's theoretically possible that we might even want to interview you. Now, I know that's going kind of far, but we might want to do that. And the other thing is we are not going to charge you a fee because that seems kind of lame. But we might show you an advertisement for something really cool like a coffee cup or the t-shirt that I'm wearing, but that's about going to be as far as it goes. We're not going to do any kind of this high pressure sales mumbo jumbo because we don't do that. We don't like it. So there you go. You got the form out there if you want to join. And the other thing to note, this is an experiment. This is fun. You know, if it's not working, we're going to change it. If we get tired of it, you know, I don't think we're never going to get tired of hiking, but you know, let's just have some fun and don't sweat. It's a no stress activity.
Yeah. If the group, like if all of a sudden it's just not working and, you know, or, you know, the whole world gets a big, huge rainstorm forever and we're all flooded and we can't hike, then, you know, we're going to have to adjust some things. But yeah, that's what we are. So we want you to join in the challenge. And I can see that people are saying, I signed up. That is
really
awesome.
good.
Guys, I'm so, thank you. Let's see if we can do that better next time. I did want to share a few things with you. My goal is to have our group hike across Missouri from STL to KC. So St. Louis to Kansas City is 248 miles. I'd love to have that done by the end of January.
So in other words, if everybody is in and the collective mileage adds up to
248,
then the group will basically have hiked across Missouri.
They will have hiked across Missouri. Okay. So you're watching chat. Make sure I don't miss anything. All right.
I'm watching chat.
Right. I don't know. Maybe you're not.
No, not really.
So the width of the USA, according to worldatlas.com, is 2,680 miles. The width of the USA. That means that to have covered the width of the USA in 1 year, we need 7.3 people to join us for a whole entire year. Now, Hike with Mike says his goal is to get out of bed each day. I'm proud of you, Mike.
It's good to have goals.
Brian Forsyth says, I signed up. I'm going to do my best. We believe in you, Brian. I know you can. I don't know you, but I'm a good motivator.
You know, we hike a lot, but this may actually be harder than we think. I don't know.
All right. Now, Yankee brought this one to my attention. So, Yankee, I hope you're listening. The circumference of the Earth, according to Google something or another, anyway, is 24,902 miles. So we need 68.2 people to hike all the way the circumference of the Earth in 1 year.
62 people?
68.2. It's that 0.2 person. I'll get you every time.
All right. I don't want anyone on this stream to be the 0.2, okay? You cannot be the 0.2.
So will you outline the rules somewhere as a reminder? Yes.
Yes. So quick note on that. I've got a blog post coming from Healthy Trails 199 website. We've got multiple URLs just to make life confusing. But at any rate, we've got a blog post ready. And I'm going to do just a simple post with no extra stuff on it to kind of outline the rules and, you know, in case we forget.
Okay. Yes. So we will have the rules posted in that blog post. We will probably, well, you're welcome to ask questions anytime. I'm on Twitter every day, a lot. Probably too much. We have a Facebook page, Happy Trails Hiking. We have an Instagram page, Happy Trails Hiking. Yes, Washington County News Station, Utah. What's your first name? I would love to know that. We hope that you sign up. That would be awesome. Skinny G says, Dragon and I are hoping to not only hike this amount of miles this year, but we're hoping to camp every month, at least once a month in 2019.
Yeah, monthly camping. Well
awesome.
done.
Awesome. All signed up, says Marty's crew. Backpacking with Jason says that's awesome. Yes. All right. Speaking of camping.
It's a good segue to
Great
Tomahawk.
segue. Nice job. All right. So for those of you who've been watching our channel for a really long time, Matt and I have taken part in a race. It's a hiking race. On the Ozark Trail, and they call it the Tomahawk, T-A-U-M, a hawk. And so it happens the same time every year, and this year it's June 8th. And so the Tomahawk hiking race is 13 and a half-ish miles. And so it goes from Tomahawk Mountain State Park, which is the highest point in the state of Missouri.
At a whopping like 1,500 feet or
something like that. It's not very high, but that's okay. And then it hikes the Ozark Trail clear to Johnson Shut-ins State Park. And it's just a really pretty hike, and it's great. Okay, so we're going to, well, we may not hike that race. I don't know, but We might
will be there.
We'll be there because we are planning to have a Midwest YouTubers meetup. And I don't care if you're not from the Midwest. We'll
make you honorary Midwesterners.
Like you'd want to be.
I said that as a Southerner.
Yeah, you did. Honorary. Good job. Anyway, yes. So if you want to come to the Midwest meetup, we would love to have you. We've got our campsite reserved. I know Big Crazy Outdoor Adventures has their campsite reserved at Johnson Shut-ins. If you want to camp at Johnson Shut-ins, those fill up really fast.
Yes, they do.
Also, you don't have to camp to come to the meetup or to come to the race. For the last 2 years, Matt and I have raced and stayed in a hotel.
Actually,
so,
what's the name of that? It's like
Shepherd Mountain Inn.
Shepherd Mountain Inn in
Ironton.
Nearby Ironton is a great little mom and pop hotel if you don't want to camp.
That's true. Yes, well, we would love to have you. Hike with Mike says he's only on YouTube. Email. Yes, I've got your email, and I emailed you today, I believe. And Washington would love that challenge. And Washington County News, walks in the desert. Yes, we like walking in your desert.
Oh, yeah, the desert's awesome.
Oh, man.
Love the desert.
We just got back from the desert. We were in Vegas over Thanksgiving. Brian Forsyth, maybe I'll see you on the trail. Oh, they're both from Ontario. Steph outside. Irvin DuPay Tourist says, is that 0.2 of a person walking across the railroad tracks and I'll left his ankles down? That's bad, Irvin. Be good. All right. Yes, Skinny, get out there and enjoy it while you're young. Life goes fast. I agree. And then our high point beats Hike with Mike's high point, which is in Florida, whopping 315 feet.
Oh, that's the high point in Florida. Okay.
Right. Skinny G says, I'm waiting. Yeah. Cliff Reiser lives in Florida too. But he lives at sea level, he says.
Yeah.
I'm waiting, maybe joining, but waiting for my family to plan. Yep. I understand. I think we have the country's best negative elevation with our sinkholes. Oh,
wow.
In Florida.
Lower than Badwater Basin? I don't know.
When is the meetup again? It's going to be on June 7 through 9. It's a Friday through Sunday. And then the Tomahawk hiking race, if you're interested in that, we are not in charge of that. We are not in charge of that. The Ozark Trail Association is, and that registration comes out in February. But the date for the hiking race is the 8th.
And just a side note on that particular trail, that is a beautiful stretch of the Ozark Mountains.
Yes. Oh
depending on when you're there, we don't have that many good waterfalls here, and probably there won't be a waterfall there, but you do walk past a weather waterfall. So if there's been a lot of rain, then there is a waterfall. And when it's wet, when it's been raining, it's absolutely beautiful. And it's beautiful even when it's dry. It's very rugged. You're hiking hiking over a lot of this ancient, I think it's rhyolite, but it's very rugged rock.
Rhyolite.
It's actually very surprising how rugged it really is. When you think of Missouri, you're like, if you're not from here and you don't hike here, you're like, oh, it's just kind of like this boring Midwest state. But truthfully, this 13-mile trek is harder, at least on your feet, than the 17 miles that Kay and I did in Zion a couple years ago, just because of the nature of the rock that you're walking on. But it's a real challenge, and it's also quite beautiful. So if you're interested in doing the hike, I highly recommend it.
Right. Lori was saying National Trails Day is that weekend. I was like, no, it's the first weekend of June. So yeah, National Trails Day is the weekend before the race. So that's fun.
Yeah, okay.
So we will, I see that there's some people signing up, and I'm so excited, guys. That's just awesome. Makes me so excited. We got 9 responses already, and we haven't even signed up yet.
Do we have to sign up?
Yes.
Okay.
Because we have to be able to divide by our number. Anyway, Hike with Mike says he'd love to hike the Ozark Trails one of these days. Well, Mike, come up in June. I know it's the end of the school year, but come up in June anyway, and then get the first 13 miles out of the way. We'd love to have you. It's not like a swamp, but we can find you some water. The shut-ins are gorgeous. Journey says the Buffalo River area in the Ozarks is beautiful. It is. It's about 4 hours south of us, to be honest. We're slackers. Oh, I haven't signed up yet. Well, I just made the Google form, Rick. I'm sorry. No swamp hiking events. Yeah, I know. Are you guys drinking beer? Yes, we are, Skinny G Panda. I'm showing you my glass, not the beer. Sorry. I'm drinking the Founder's Breakfast Stout. It's yummy. And Matt is.
I've got a Voodoo Ranger double IPA.
Yep. Fun stuff. Pacific Northwest has plenty of something. I missed whatever that was. Yes, Florida, hike, wade, swim. Yes.
That's the Florida Triathlon, hike, wade, swim.
Exactly. John Muir, Wilderness in the Sierra is awesome too. Yeah, we want to go. We want to go. There. Waterfalls. Oh, waterfalls, what they have a lot of. Yes, Gary does a waterfall Wednesday from Life on the Trail. So,
okay. Well, speaking of waterfalls, it might be a good segue to the next one.
Waterfalls. Okay, so guys, we have a very fun thing coming up tomorrow. Are you ready? Type "I'm ready" in the chat if you're ready, because we have a fun thing. Okay, so. I signed up. Skinny G signed up. That's good.
And thanks, guys, for signing up. We're really excited to see this.
Cheers, Backyard Gardening. Oh, my goodness. I'm so sorry we didn't say hello. We're just, yes. Cheers. Hello, Backyard Gardening. Okay, people are ready. All right. So tomorrow night at 7 p.m. Central, which would be 8 p.m. Eastern for most of y'all in the chat, we are premiering our Rockies road trip whole entire video all at once. You've seen little pieces of it throughout the year. But we haven't seen it all in order. Like I put out a video here and a video there. And we haven't, we haven't put it all out in order yet. So tomorrow at 7 p.m. Central, 8 p.m. Eastern, 6 p.m. Mountain, and 5 p.m. Pacific. Did I do that all right? We're going to be premiering our whole Rockies road trip. And I'm going to show you a few pictures from our Rockies road trip that might not be in in the video. So here's the first one. Are you ready? Are you ready to remember what this was called, Matt? Here is my favorite beer from the I didn't pay attention to me. I'm sad. I'm sorry, Backyard Gardening. I'm sorry, Backyard Gardening. Do we have a hashtag?
Yes. I got confused. So it's Hike 365 Challenge, and I actually provided the wrong answer earlier. But just for clarification, the hashtag is Hike 365 Challenge.
Sweet. Awesome. Okay, so this beer right here is from Snake River Brewing Company, and it's called the Zonker Stout. I was really sad that I had to drink this.
Not.
Well, because I really wanted to drink the other one.
Oh, yeah.
The Gravity Check, which I had the night before. We really like Snake River Brewing Company, and we decided to go there twice. So that was one. And Washington County News Station, Utah, his first name's Marshall. So, Marshall, welcome. Lori is rocking out at the hashtags because Lori is the human Google.
And Steph Outside also found it too.
Steph Outside rocks. He's awesome. All right. This, oops, what's happening? Oh, I'm still trying to figure out Max. So this is from our first hike in Rocky Mountain National Park. And there were bees everywhere on the Cub Lake Trail. And I managed to get a picture of this bee, but the wildflowers were gorgeous, which makes me happy. And Skinny G is reporting on Miss Universe. Thank you very much.
Miss Universe?
Okay. Yeah, she's watching Miss Universe.
Okay.
And Panic D says that Marianne says she loved Jacksonville, Wyoming, and we did too.
Oh, that's a great town.
It's a fantastic and tasty town. But anyway, so this is from Cub Lake Trail. The other thing that's from Cub Lake Trail, I believe I have another one, is this one, because I wanted you to be able to see pretty Cub Lake Trail stuff. Oh, this did not make the video. Do you see the eye in this?
What?
There's an eyeball right there. Wait till it shows up on your big screen.
Oh, holy cow.
There's an eyeball. So this is a grouse. And we saw this thing and it was running across. And I was just like, oh my goodness.
I don't even remember that.
Yeah, I was trying to get my camera out. There were people coming at me and blah, blah, blah. Cliff Reiser, good night. Thank you for coming. And he will see him in the morning. Yes. So
Why are no other planets represented?
yes, Hike with Mike. I love your question.
Well
it's
done.
a burrowing owl, says Budget Bushcraft. It kind of looked like, I don't know. I didn't get a good picture, but oh my gosh, it was so cool to see. It was better than the little bear that we saw earlier. I thought it was a burrowing owl too. It might be, guys. I am not a biologist. I know nothing.
It was a critter.
Other things. Oh, you guys were talking about Jackson Hole because we were talking about Grand Tetons and Snake River Brewing Company and all that stuff. This is probably my favorite hike of the whole entire trip. Well, I don't know. There were so many good hikes, but we were gone for, 20-ish days. A grouse is a bird. Hello, Outdoor Nomad. No, you're not too late. And Backpacking with Jason, I'm not reading that out loud. But this picture is from the Phelps Lake Loop in Grand Teton National Park. It was the best. And you're going to find out all about it tomorrow. If you haven't already seen the video for Phelps Lake, we have an awesome video. And we're going to talk about it in tomorrow's video, too, in our premiere at 7 p.m. Is grouse kind of like a wild chicken? Yeah, kind of. Kind of like a wild chicken.
Probably doesn't taste as good. Just guessing.
Maybe. I don't know. Hey, Adam Z Adventures is here. How are you doing? It's good to see you, Adam. Thank you for coming. We have been talking about our Hike 365 challenge. There we go. I got it all out. So yeah, we would love to have you join in the Hike 365 challenge. Adam does backpacking and stuff though too, up there in Pennsylvania area with Skinny G and Dragon and Kurt Zutzelman.
Right, and then for the benefit of those folks that have come in recently, if you want to sign up for the challenge, there's a Google link up in the chat, and we'll get you more information later. Yeah,
we'll go over that in just a minute. I've got 2 more pictures to show you if you guys want to see 2 more pictures from our. You were hoping you were going to read that. Yeah, backpacking with Jason. You're mean. You're funny. I like it. Okay, so a really cool thing that I found out that we could do is go up on top of the Old Faithful Inn. And Matt got the opportunity to help fold the flag, the American flag, on top of Old Faithful Inn. And this is a picture of the 2 of us holding the flag after he had folded it. Do you want to talk any about that?
Yeah, I won't talk too much, but this was really one of the, it was kind of one of the highlights of the trip for me. I haven't done the official fold of the American flag since I was in Boy Scouts, but it was really cool being on top of the inn, watching Old Faithful erupt and folding the American flag all at once. It was fantastic.
It was a true American
was kind of
experience,
like, it's one of those things I get goosebumps just thinking about it. Mm. So, that there is that Kay's already got a video out there on the channel about that particular experience. But
you'll see it tomorrow night too, or at least part of it. And then the last picture I want to share is one of my favorites of Matt on the trip. Matt gets really tired of me taking his picture, but Matt has loved mountains and glacial lakes for as long as I've known him. And so when I saw Matt on the trail, we were on the trail to, Lori, help me out if you can. Was this St. Mary's? No, this was the second day. We were on the way to.
This was on the waterfall hike, I think.
Well, we went on 2 days of waterfall hikes. Anyway, true. So Matt I don't know what he was thinking about, but he was just staring across at the mountains across this lake. And I just looked back and went, oh, I have to take that picture. And I just love that picture. And I'd probably, because it's Matt. Oh, Lori says it was Glacier to it's in Glacier and it was to St. Mary's Falls. Okay. Cool.
So that's one I was thinking of.
Yeah.
So, you know, and at that point in time, I was probably just having sort of a quiet moment. One of the reasons that I personally enjoy hiking so much
gardening. Go ahead.
Is those quiet moments on the trail, you know, and I experienced those quiet moments when I was a kid, you know, in scouts. I went to Philmont like when I was a freshman in high school, and which is in, for those of you not familiar, which is in the mountains of New Mexico. And it rained every night that we were there. It rained every day, which seems kind of weird because you think of New Mexico as being very arid. But had one particular evening where, you know, it was my job to go and get literally 5 gallons of water and from a stream. And the stream was more like kind of a raging river, and it was pouring down rain. But I just had this moment. I was by myself, you know, on the trail, lugging 5 gallons of water. And I just had a moment. It was just incredibly peaceful. I felt incredibly connected to the earth. And that's one of the reasons that I hike, is because I want those moments again. And Kay's right. I was having one of those moments there. I'm just standing here looking out over that beautiful lake, you know, with the mountain in the background. It's not on the screen yet, but but that was one of those moments. And that's one of the reasons that we hike.
Anyway, okay, I was trying to catch up on chat.
Okay, so, I kind of derailed us there.
That's okay, not a problem. Yeah, so for those of you who might be interested in the meetup, we will put out a Google form sign up and stuff for that much later. It'll be definitely after January, and we'll probably get with the race director. His name's Matt as well. We'll get with him, and we will we'll find out when the registration opens and all that stuff. So we'll have links for you in the Google form and stuff for you to follow along with, so that you can get signed up for the race, and we can talk about, you know, hiking gear and all that stuff, because there's more rules to the race than just signing up. So let's see. My trip to Glacier is way before I got involved on YouTube. Yeah, that was kind of like our trip to Yosemite. We've been to Yosemite twice, and both of the trips were before we were YouTubers at all. I don't believe the fire made it to that side of the Logan Pass. So maybe it was the pine beetle. I don't know. Di Bullfrog, Uncle Al, thank you for coming. I appreciate you so much. And yes, Elf Lord's Journey, thank you for coming as well. So if you are interested in being in for the Hike 365 challenge, we're going to try to do these live streams once a week, but we're not starting until January 1st. December 30th is the Sunday before the 1st, and we
might stream then.
We might.
Stay tuned.
Yeah, I haven't. I heard the race is a large fee to join. Is that true?
The what?
The hiking race?
Tomahawk? I wouldn't consider it large. I don't remember.
I don't remember. I'll look that up for you, Skinny G. I think that was the 5th Beetle that did it. The 5th Beetle. Hey, Art of Morbid. How are you? Are you going to join our Hike 365 challenge? Because all you have to do is hike a mile a day on different public lands every day. I'm just kidding. You can, I'll have a blog out on it, or Matt has a blog out on it. He's our blogger dude. But Art of Morbid, thank you for coming. Art of Morbid's the one who made the picture back there.
Oh, that's a nifty picture.
Yeah, we like
I think I'm obstructing it right now with my head.
Yeah, you are. That's okay. And Irvin DePaid Tourist, good night. Travel safe. Appreciate it. I think you need to go for a hike in Mill Creek Park. LOL. Mill Creek Park. Oh, they did a video on that. I was like, wait, what? It's in Ohio. That's why it doesn't ring a bell. Yes, we should go. Good to see you too. Just got home, saw you run. Thank you for being here. I appreciate that. The 5th Pine Beetle. You're so funny. So funny. Tomahawk, woohoo! And Big Crazy's gonna do it. How long is it for? Frank, it is for a whole entire year. We're gonna try to hike 365 miles in a year. So on different public lands. So YouTubers meet up in the Midwest. Yes. Yes, in the Midwest. And you already have a campsite, John. So we're good to go. Hike with Mike says, I almost got eaten by an alligator in a swamp hike in Mill Creek, Florida. Oh. Well, I'm glad you didn't get eaten.
Watch out for them gators.
That's where we live in Mill Creek Park. It's 45. Oh, it's 45 trails. There are 45 miles of trails here. Nice. Cool. So you would like us to come visit? Is that what you're telling? Nope, not today. Okay, sorry. Well, everybody was reading Matt's shirt. I was like, okay, fine. Anyway, Matt, do you want to do one more run through of just a quick run through?
Yeah, we'll do a quick roundup or review of the top hitters, and then we should sign off because it's approaching 9. Okay. So for those of you who came in late, we're doing a Hike 365 challenge in the year of 2019. And basically, it's going to be see if you can average 1 mile per day at least, and do so on public lands. And also, each given outing should be at least 50% new ground. We're going to ask you to log your miles weekly, and we'll give you a super simple form that you can fill out. So in addition to that, we're going to try to live stream roughly once a week, schedules allowing. And we might want to include some pictures or some video that you provide, or we might even want to interview you based on, all those variables that come into play there. So that's kind of the super fast rundown of the challenge itself. The other bit of news that I wanted to share or remind the group, especially for those who came in not at the very beginning, was that tomorrow evening we're going to premiere a long video, like 40 minutes or so, of our Rockies road trip. So Kay and I are both going to be on the chat during that video, and we'll answer questions and tell jokes. And I don't know, if I tell a joke, it won't be very funny. But at any rate, we're going to premiere that video tomorrow. So we're really excited if you can participate in that if you have the time available. And that's going to be 7 p.m. Central. Yep. So sign up for the challenge if you haven't already done so. There's a link in the chat. If you have friends that would like to sign up to Hike 365 challenge, we would love to have you share that with them, and feel free. We don't have to know the people who are in. We just need either email or Twitter or Facebook to kind of contact them if they're interested in anything. Does anybody have any questions? Hi, TWG7 Cat. It's good to see you. Love to have you here. Skinny G asks, is it okay if I don't hike each week? I only ask because January's tough with my 60 to 70 work hours. If you're participating in any way, we support that completely. So everyone's life is insane in different ways, and we totally get it. Right. I wouldn't wait until June and then try to make up your miles. Just we encourage any participation at any level. So, just jump in there and do what you can if you're remotely interested. Okay, awesome. Oh, you're not late, TWG7. We're just about done is the only problem. But no, it's okay. Thank you for coming. Stop whining, Panda. Oh, be nice. And she said woohoo about she gets to watch the premiere before her B-roll, and she's not whining about 60 to 70 hours of work. That's a lot of work. Yes, anyway. It is a lot of work. Oh, holy cow, hang in there. Yeah, she works so hard. I feel you. Won't be able to hike every week, but I'll make it up on the other weeks. Yeah, Steph outside. I love watching Steph's videos because Canadian mountains and all. They're really all right. Pretty. We should get up there. Yeah, we got passports. We should use them. We're coming to visit. See you next week. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. No, not really. Christmas. It's Christmas. We won't be there then. Leave a ribbon on the trail, and bears and cougars will stay away. Really? No, not really. Okay. Thanks for sharing, Howie. Yeah. Anyway, I've never heard that, but that's okay. Food Force cover back here. Oh, they've got he and Hike with Mike are sharing wives' tales about hiking. I see. Okay. Understand. All right, guys, we are done, and I hate wasting time, yours or mine. So I am excited. Artem Morbid says he's going to use his street photography as walks as part of the hiking, as long as they're on public land. Not street was public. Street's pretty public. We would prefer parks, but it's okay. You do the best you can with what you got. Yeah, we will take all the help we can, and maybe we can walk the whole entire equator. That would be amazing. All right. Well, all right. I don't know about that whole ocean thing, but okay.
I'm really just hoping we can get the width of the USA. So we'll see. All right. Okay. Why else did I get all this new video gear? I don't know, but you need to use it. Get on that, Brian.
We'd love to share some videos.
Yes. All right. Guys, thank you so much for coming. And as I say in the morning, you are not replaceable. We appreciate you being here. And I will see you tomorrow morning at 10 a.m. Central for the 30-day health challenge. And I hope you've got your goals already. I'm doing really bad this weekend. Cheers.
Cheers. Thanks for joining us. You won't see me for another week, but maybe you'll survive.
Yeah.
Thanks, guys.
Cheers, everybody. Thank you for watching. Bye.